So, now that we've taken a nice trek across the desert to clear our head, we have an answer for our new boss about saving the world, you might think that the correct thing to do is to come talk to him and tell him that we're ready to begin this journey with him.
That sounds a little bit normal to me.
But you are a fool, an utter buffoon who is not wise to the way of the JRPG. No, the way to advance the plot is that we have to go to bed.
Good times. You know, keep clearing our head. The answer to the thing that we already answered will surely come to us in a dream. I don't know. I got nothing for this. I'm just rolling with it.
Did you have a good rest?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's not even a thing. We just fade to it. Just like that, huh?
Then have you arrived at an answer? Will you help me, Sagi?
So, I'm gonna guess he does it anyway.
Correct.
If Kilo and I can be of any
If
use,
you,
then yes, sir. I
If
accept
you
your
pick
offer.
that option, Sagi turns to the camera and is
one
like,
condition.
"What? My dude, we
I
just
won't
had
tell
this
you.
conversation down at Alza. We're doing it."
He'll be like,
After all,
but I
she saved our
must.
skins more than once since the incident at the Emperor's residence. I mean, this is assuming she wants to go.
You couldn't have like
Fine by me. What do you
asked
say, Milliard?
during,
Would you come with us?
you know, the stroll that we took
Of
for the
course
express
I'll go.
purpose of thinking this
If you
plan
think
through?
I'll be of any help. When has there ever been a dull moment with you?
No?
Thanks, Millie.
Okay.
Very good then. Starting today, the three of you work for me. Understood?
Whatever.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue involving ourselves.
Good. First, let's get rid of that warrant for your arrest. Gelderblame, see to it that Sagi's record is wiped clean. The Senate should have his file.
Yes, my lord.
There, done. I'll also have relief funds sent to the orphanage immediately.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let's get down to your first task. Are you aware of the recent surge in terrorist activity here in Mintaka?
So, now that we've joined
Yes,
forces
sir.
with
We were
Varys,
there for the
it's
attack
time to get
during
our
the
first
election
job.
speeches the other day.
And, I regret to inform you
Let's
that
get right to
Sagi
the
is
point.
now a cop.
We have information that the one masterminding the attacks is in Aza.
Let's go fight terrorism.
Asa?
That's right. Your first task is to head up the investigation there. It may not help with Baelheit, but it will give me a chance to gauge your abilities.
I understand, sir. We'll head for Asa.
I'm trying to resolve the writing of this game,
This is a
like the
communicative
time frame in which
for R&D.
this game was written,
Take its magna essence with you.
to a political moment. Like, this stuff would have been getting written in like what, 2003, 4?
Well,
You can
Lost
use it
Wings
to
came
gain
out in
contact
2003,
with
so
me
this is
over
probably like
distance.
2004, 2005.
Suppose even Machina has its uses.
Got to figure out
I'm also
what
going to give you some blank
the
magnets.
Triace crew were
Good luck
actually
to you then.
deeply concerned with about that time. Oh wow, big functionality boost.
Yeah, now that the game is going to make us carry around another doodad permanently, it's like, okay, fine, you can have some extra blank magnets.
That's very helpful, but also I find it kind of foreboding that they've given us so many extra slots. Is that just me?
I still can't believe a terrorist ringleader is hiding in this village.
I know. We should listen to what the villagers have to say.
Millie, I don't
Yeah.
think you understand. We're cops now. We're
must be Master
we're going to be
Sagi.
listening to the villagers, but not in that way.
Quaestor sent us to help you with the investigation. Captain Leo Vaughn is waiting inside. He'll brief you on our progress so far.
Yeah,
Honored to
I have
serve
a
you,
feeling
sir.
that this is going to go really well, and we're going to be able to resolve this without any controversy of any kind. we're definitely not going to have to morally compromise ourselves. That's my confident prediction.
You're late. How do you expect to catch the morning mistral like that?
Morning Mistral?
Don't you know? That's what everyone calls the rogue terrorizing the capital. Anyway, I'm Liu Van. Quaestor Verus ordered me here to assist you.
Sagi. Nice to meet you. We appreciate
I
your
forget
help.
if this guy is a direct reference or not, but
Let me explain
he
the
certainly
situation.
looks like he's Liud's
We've
father.
received information that the morning mistral
Yeah,
is
there's
hiding out here in this village.
Now
we just have to figure out
there's
who
something.
It is. Simple in theory.
I don't
But the miners
remember
have been
what
feigning ignorance.
what
Perhaps
his
out of some
like what that
misguided
family
interest in
what
their village.
yeah, I don't remember what his name is
I wouldn't put it past them.
from that whole
Bunch of
family,
thieves
but
who dig
it
up all the flame ice for themselves.
it certainly does look the right. He's got the right look for it, that's for sure.
The morning mistral is an Azani, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I need you to find proof of that.
Proof?
Yes, the people we're dealing with won't face the truth unless you shove it in their faces. I've gathered them together in this building. You should start by speaking with them. I'll be outside tightening the perimeter. Come see me if you have any questions.
Yeah, this sounds like it's going to be entirely straightforward. Definitely not going to have to engage with any complicated subject matter.
Minstrel is a member of this village.
That's not very specific.
Let's follow Liu Van's suggestion and talk to the villagers.
Yes, I'm sure the villagers will be delighted to see us again, and will tell us all about the terrorists that they're harboring.
Yeah. Just a big bunch of gunpowder sitting in a compressed space, being definitely just a literal thing. Definitely not any kind of metaphor.
Anyway, our first port of call, as it were, is that we need to talk to everybody. Which, thankfully, does not include, like, all the children and shit running around, but there are, like, there's like 6 or 7 people in this building, and then there's like 6 more over in the mine area. And it is easy to miss them, sometimes.
Yeah, they did say to go and talk to everybody, so it's not like it's an obtuse objective, it's just... Ah, yes. An argument.
Yeah, this is gonna be an awkward pair of videos because the game is going to present a very reasonable case on account of the Azani, and Sagi is basically going to stand there for the most part and going, but that's wrong, you're hurting people.
They wouldn't hurt people. That's illegal. Honestly, I feel like this whole thing was fucking done for us the second that we acknowledged the name Morning Mistral. That's basically just admitting defeat right there. If they're intending to give us this vibe, it's succeeding spectacularly. Like, I get the very strong sense that this is supposed to be incredibly awkward. Kind of a big old mission accomplished on that one.
Yeah, this section has a... I don't know, I feel like it's very important to stress it's a mission accomplished question mark vibe.
I mean, in terms of the plot, yeah. In terms of the writing, there is no question mark.
Like, if this is in fact what they were going for, they fucking nailed it. If we're supposed to be on Sagi's side here, then
It's a dangerous game to be having your audience side directly against your protagonist. It can be done. You can do, like, anti-hero stuff. But you kind of... It's a dangerous game because you kind of have to... You kind of have to get people to go along with it, while at the same time they got to be sympathetic to where he is and where he's going and why he's doing anything, while also acknowledging that it's inevitable where we're going to end up and that's bad. And that's a tough needle to thread. So I don't know. There's plenty of games that have done this kind of thing where it's like you're gonna do some work now, and we're gonna send you doing something that's like obviously evil, and the party goes along with it because they're video games, but thou must. But it kind of goes a bit wrong sometimes. And I don't know if we're supposed to just acknowledge that Sagi is just kind of an idiot and is getting taken for a ride by literally everybody. And I've got to admit that, you know, given how the game started, there's a precedent for that, so maybe this works.
Yeah, he's not the brightest boy, but he is earnest about his work, and that is going to get him into a little bit of trouble here, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, we're going to head back to Mintaka because we need to investigate the crime scene.
I mean, could we not have done this first? Also, like, could this not have just been done already by people whose, like, actual job it is, and who would by now have produced a detailed report that could be handed directly to the special agents on their special mission?
I mean, that's basically what is going on. Like, if you talk to that soldier in the background there, he is literally taking the statements of those two those two people. And this guy in the front is literally like, man, I gotta find something in this investigation. I guess I could make up a report, but then, they figured that out.
I mean, sure, you got the foot soldiers doing the grunt work, but like, you gotta expect the evil empire would have, police. I mean, I know we're being cops, but don't they actually like have cops? This is not like a whole thing that they do. Like, I don't know. Also, like, I feel like we've kind of glossed over the whole thing where we caught a vital material evidential lead from a child that was just wandering around picking stuff up at the scene of a terrorist attack.
Correct. That is indeed what happened. Anyway, Sagi is very proud of the fact that he has now found some conclusive evidence that we can give to Liuvan.
He has opened up the logic panel and drawn a line between those two items.
Oh, buddy, you have no idea how the next half an hour and change is gonna go.
I mean, I feel like I have some idea. Like, do you know what series was tearing up a storm in Japan in the years 2001 to 2004?
What the hell's going
Fucking
on?
Ace Attorney.
Together like this.
We were in the middle of work. You'd better have a good reason for keeping us from it.
We can't all spend our days loafing around,
Yeah, not only do I have a good reason,
Since I've
I
gathered
have
you all
evidence
here,
to
I won't
present.
waste any of your time. We have proof that the Morning Mistral is someone in the village. I'm here to present that proof. You know, right? Why it has to be someone from Aza?
I mean, both of those things are true, Sagi, but we do in fact have evidence.
I mean, literally down to
I have the
the
evidence
three-way
here.
dialogue option where it's argue this, argue that, or present evidence.
Here it comes.
Let's see this evidence you've got.
This proves without a doubt that the Morning Mistral is from Aza.
And just so you know, this is going to be a double penalty.
See for yourself.
Take
You
that!
are. You know what this is, right?
You think I was born yesterday? That's a detonator used for explosives.
Exactly. The same explosives you use in the Azani mine shafts. But did you know that Aza is the only place these detonators are used?
Well, they're one of the village's most valuable assets. We don't exactly loan them out. That's just common sense. What's your point?
We found this at the scene of a Mintaka terrorist attack. It's a detonator. For a bomb. And it belongs to Aza. Mallow, you acknowledge that this village is the only place that uses it. That alone proves that someone hears the Morning Mistral.
I mean, it doesn't, but we're gonna gloss over that.
Yeah, there's the whole thing where we still have to
You hear that?
actually connect the
There's no
Morning Mistral to
denying it now.
the explosion.
The Empire
We're
will
just
not
kind of taking
tolerate
that as given.
disobedience. Anyone sheltering a known terrorist.
All right, you win. I'm the Morning Mistral.
Oh, we're doing this.
So, you finally come forward. Whoa there, Nolan. If that's a joke, it ain't funny.
We are doing this, right?
I'm the Morning Mist.
Yeah, here we fucking
Not
go.
old Nolan here. What?
Jawar? Not you too? What's come over you all?
Don't worry, absolutely none of our party was prepared
What's
for a
going
twist
on?
like this, so it's gonna take everybody by surprise.
They're trying to stall?
I don't know, the real
Don't
plot
be
twist is going to be that
ridiculous.
we're actually
I'm the
Oriental
morning
Expressing
minstrel.
this one.
Just take me away, will you?
It's the ultimate double
No,
bluff.
it's me! I'm the Morning Minstrel. Go on, arrest me! This is going nowhere. I'm calling a recess. Don't take your eyes off them.
I was kind of joking before, but are we literally just doing a Phoenix Wright skit? I mean, I feel like the writers have just played Ace Attorney when they were writing this, and they were like, my god, this is incredible. We need to do this.
We absolutely 100% are going to spend the next 30 minutes doing an Ace Attorney skit.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. You're wrong. You're so wrong. This is even worse than I thought. We're not doing Phoenix Wright. This is fucking Danganronpa. That's the Danganronpa gimmick, right down to only being able to store one thing as a bullet. I mean a Magnus. And then firing it at the one that it contradicts. My god. They foretold it. What is it that we're let's playing here? What have they done?
Alright, well, we have a pair of suspects now, so let's do the interview.
I mean, I feel like we have more than that. God, though, this really is the exact structure. I mean, like, right down... I don't need to point this out, but I'm going to anyway, just right down to the press button. And like, oh, do you want to go into more detail on this? Oh, do you think that was important, Mr. Wright? I mean, there is surely a very simple way to do that, but like, if he's so determined to confess, then he should be very happy to give us a demonstration.
I don't think the Empire would appreciate if we were to just casually be like, alright, we're gonna have this guy set off a bomb just to make sure he does in fact know how to.
I don't know, I feel like that's exactly the Empire's kind of trick.
feel like your case for being the Morning Mistral shouldn't depend on, come on, that's gotta be enough to convince you that I'm the Morning Mistral, right?
Yeah, there should be way more stuff. Like, come on.
Like, my man, say it with some conviction.
Frankly, I'm feeling like this could be more of an L.A. Noire situation than a Phoenix Wright one. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Now there is some evidence for you.
Oh, there's a truth bullet. It was even highlighted in red just to make absolutely sure that nobody could possibly miss it. That's how you know this is only a reference rather than actually doing an Ace Attorney bit.
Alright, we have our evidence. Now it's time to gather them back in the, I guess that room at the top of the pillar counts as a courthouse.
Yeah, bring everyone together. On top of everything else, let's just also do a Poirot. Why not? There's fucking just refer to everything. Just do all the detective bits.
Hurry up and take me away.
Why don't you just believe me instead of standing there preaching?
Nolan and Juar have both claimed to be the Morning Mistral.
Also, I really thought more of them would try and get on there. I really thought we were gonna go full Spartacus on this.
Maybe hang on a second. We haven't, after all, we haven't seen the Act 2 twist yet.
You know who I think is lying, don't you? Right.
So, like, I gotta ask what happens if you fuck this up.
Can you prove it?
Let's see.
I mean, I didn't do it, but I assume that something along the lines of you would present a thing and then they would be like, that doesn't prove anything, and then you would get, kicked back out.
You said you set the bomb in Mintaka, correct? Well, as it turns out, I know that's not possible. Here's my proof.
Man, did they,
Have a listen to this.
I feel like even if I was doing this in 2004 as a JRPG, what the fuck?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
It has audio?
He's never used gunpowder.
It has fucking audio?
Before, the explosives we use here are special. We handle them around lava, so they're designed to not go off that easily. You couldn't get so much as a spark out of them unless you were trained.
I was making a point about something, but I've completely forgotten it now.
But the Morning Mistral would have to know something about them. Nolan, you're lying about being the Morning Mistral, aren't you?
I see. Sagi is right. And if
Right,
Nolan's
yes.
not the Mistral, that means
I was saying, if I was doing this even as a JRPG team in 2004, I would have at least committed to the bit enough to have some gag dialogue for literally every single other possible Magnus that you could present.
That would make him just as likely a suspect as Juar, wouldn't it?
We gotta have the whole attorney's badge gimmick down.
you do have a point. Fine, is it true?
Oh, see, now we have the twist.
Yeah.
It turns out that Baten
I
was
was in
also in Mintaka.
But since you're bringing it up, didn't I see you there the same
Damn
day?
that prosecutor. I mean, I guess technically we're the prosecutor, but
What are you saying? I never...
we're doing an Ace Attorney reference.
Quiet, both of you.
And there
One
it goes
at a time.
again. Oh, he's bringing her into it.
Is it
Look at that.
true
We've
you
got
were in
suspects
Mintaka
coming
when it
out the
happened?
wazoo now.
Certainly not. I never went to Mintaka. Don't look at me like that. I wasn't there.
We're going in circles. What about you, Bine? You said you were in Mintaka. You're not making that up? If you were there, we'll have to consider the possibility that you're the Morning Mistral.
I was there. No point in hiding it. You would have found out eventually.
Fine.
Sagi, let me ask you one thing. What do you think of the Morning Mistral's actions?
Sagi, what does the law mean to you?
I mean, the correct answer is the second one,
saw the
but,
bomb
you
go
know,
off right
again,
before
we
my
have to
eyes.
agree with Sagi where possible.
So many people were hurt.
Yeah,
I think it's awful what they're doing.
If you pick the second option, he does genuinely start with, like, man, given the circumstances, it's kind of inevitable that... And then he goes back into the, no, hurting these people is wrong speech.
direct action is bad, guys.
Anyway, we are going to take a short break before we return to the thrilling conclusion of the trial in Aza.
Court is now in recess. Would you like to save your game?